And welcome back to the Health No Filter podcast. My name is Tristan Lowe. I'm based in Lincoln, UK. And for those of you watching on YouTube, you can see in the thumbnail here, it says, Banish your belly. Well, the subject of today's short discussion is how to do that and how not to do that. Okay, so if you look at this book here, this is a book that I picked up from a charity shop a couple of years ago. It cost me a couple of pounds, I don't know. It's got some good articles in it, some good reading. Some of it looks like it's evidence-based, some of it looks like it's not so evidence-based. But if you notice, they show on the picture, this fella here has got like some sort of 6-pack or 7-pack or 8-pack or whatever you want to call it, and he's got a flat, aesthetically pleasing, strong abdominal region. Okay, now let's get rid of that. Well, in order to banish your belly, it's quite an easy phrase to come up with, because the idea of banishing your belly, as in getting rid of a belly, it's not easy. Okay, it's physiologically not impossible either. You're always going to have a belly or an abdominal region or a stomach or a gut where you are, in the midriff of your body. You can't not have one. But of course, that phrase, banish your belly, everybody gets it. In other words, lose the abdominal fat, lose the big gut, lose the dad bod belly or the mum bod belly or the obesity related excess fatty tissue around the midsection. Now, it's one of the areas as a personal trainer that I get a lot of clients ask me around when they come in for a consultation. When it comes to weight management or weight loss or fat loss, 9 times out of 10, there's a part on their body. They might say their thighs, their upper legs, their face, their jaw, but always one part they talk about or they indicate towards is the belly. Now, we actually start to store abdominal fat at a higher rate as we age. Now, you can't stop it, but you can certainly slow it down. You can slow it down. There's only so much genetics that play a part into that, because our genetics, in terms of how we're built, short, tall, fat, thin, different body shapes, that only plays a part into it. And then past the age of, for want of a better number, let's say the age of 16, your lifestyle and your nutrition, your diet, your exercise, your profession, where you work, where you live, there's a multitude of factors that go towards having forget 6-pack or 8-pack, having a flatter belly or a stronger abdominal region. That's based on exercise, nutrition, and lifestyle. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is be clear. You cannot spot check. You can't decide where you're going to reduce excess fatty tissue or body fat from. You can't decide that, and neither can your trainer, your therapist, your friend, so-and-so at work, whatever you've seen on the internet or on YouTube. It's physiologically impossible to decide where you're going to reduce body fat. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Body fat is taken away from the body in heat, in thermal energy out of the body. You don't urinate body fat to some degree. You don't defecate excess body fat. It comes out of the body in heat vapor. For what you can't see it. Yeah, it doesn't come out of a particular orifice in the body. Comes off the body. If you're sweating and steaming while you're training, you can sort of envisage that at some point, if you continue training well, where you break a good sweat, you don't have to be sweaty, but you can break a sweat, and you tweak your nutrition. Now, that doesn't mean to live like a monk. You haven't got to live like a monk, a Shaolin monk, in order for you to reduce body fat. The first thing is the most boring thing. The first way to start losing body fat is the one that no one thinks of until they come and talk to someone like me. And it's actually something you can't see. It's your sleep. You need to sleep better. Whether better is more unbroken, whether better is going to bed earlier, getting your 7 hours sleep earlier in the day. If you're younger, possibly up to 8 hours sleep earlier in the day. Whether you do things to give yourself a better chance at having unbroken sleep. If you're, let's say, over the age of 40 and you've got to get up once a night to go to the toilet, that's not the end of the world. But if you're getting up 3 or 4 times a night, that's a problem. That's going to affect your body fat, because what's going to happen is your body will go through a stressful catabolic state. You won't be able to hold on to vital muscle after a space of time through continued poor sleep. So you're going to store more body fat. The body is designed, to store body fat. Okay, so we can use it in times of crisis, in times of needs. So understand that the first thing is to improve your sleep, because if you get poor sleep, it's more than likely you're going to require some form of energy throughout your day. So you're going to crave sugar, fat, salty foods because you've not got good energy from good sleep. So your body, the hormones in the body, the ghrelin and the leptin, those hormones will start to play havoc with your body and store more body fat. So first thing is address your sleep. The second thing is address your nutrition. Now, a lot of you will be watching this thinking, no, when it comes to body fat, you've got to do your diet first. It's very important, okay, to address your diet. In my opinion, as a professional personal trainer with a lot of experience behind me, the first thing is your sleep. Number two is your nutrition. Now, with that, you should write out a food diary. Write a 7-day food diary out. Start it Monday morning and finish it Sunday night. Then look back on it over the week and reflect, have you eaten too many carbohydrates? Have you eaten too many fat, salt and sugar laden foods? Have you not eaten enough protein and good sources of fats? So look at that. You don't necessarily have to go to a dietitian or even a personal trainer. What you can do is tweak it yourself. Go online, look at your height, male or female, the body weight you are now, look at how much protein you should be taking on board. I would say possibly 0.5 gram to 1 gram per pound of body weight. As a beginner, no more than that. If you're an athlete, sports person, regular gym goer, bodybuilder, up to 2 grams per pound of body weight of protein. But if you're a beginner, 1 gram. So look at it like that. Next thing is drink more water. If you don't drink enough water, your body's not going to be able to digest the food the way you should do. It's going to store more food as fat in the body. Yeah, drinking more water, you may feel like your belly is full of water and it's sloshing around and it's making a noise. That's not the end of the world because it won't be like that for 24 hours a day. So drink more water, help your organs, all of your organs in your gut and your colon function properly to take those nutrients and send them where they should go to in the body. Some gets used for energy, some gets used for muscle, soft tissue repair, which will help you with your cognitive repair. But if you don't drink enough water, your body is more predisposed to storing body fat, and it's never around the elbow. You don't store fat on the elbow or the back of the heel. Generally, we store it in the abdominal region, hips, waist, glutes, hamstrings, and the face, the jaw. And for some people, triceps, back of the upper arm, and even your back. Okay, hence the term back fat. All right, next thing. So sleep first, address that, then address your nutrition, and then address your exercise. All right, you need a multitude of different types of exercise, both strength training and cardiovascular exercise. You can't do one without the other and hope to get the results you want. Forget getting a 6-pack or an 8-pack. You just want a stronger abdominal region first, and that comes with exercises. That comes with strength training, a degree of muscular endurance, and cardiovascular. Cardiovascular, so your organs, your heart and lungs function better. You can increase your lung capacity, your ability to take in, transport and utilize oxygen properly, and that's going to help you with your early stage as a beginner weight training. Now, I would suggest you train 2, 3 or 4 times a week, maximum 4. Yeah, you don't want to be doing no 2-hour workouts unless you're training for a marathon or endurance events. Your workout should last no more than 45, 50 minutes, okay? If anything, less than that if you're training at home. So exercise is the third thing. Sleep first, then nutrition, then exercise. Now, again, exercise, you don't have to have a professional working with you. Train on your own, train with a friend, a family member, a work colleague, but do something. Ordinarily, unless you're trying to do a backflip and land on your head, when it comes to exercise, something is better than nothing if you're looking to lose weight. And be consistent. If you're going to train on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, stick to it. But that doesn't mean to say that you've earned the right to gorge on junk food and alcohol and poor sleep for the evenings or the weekends. You've not earned it yet, okay? Aim for 1 pound of body weight reduction a week. Aim for 2 pounds a week of excess body weight reduction. And if you get a pound that comes off, absolutely fine. Stick to the plan. Your body will start changing shape first, more so women than men for hormonal reasons, but generally your body will start changing first before you see a noticeable amount of weight coming off. You'll feel better, you'll feel like you look better because you've got more blood coursing through the veins, you've woken up, you've got your body refreshed, you're standing a bit taller. Those things will happen before you start to shift excess body fat. And of course, separately on a rating stage, abdominal or visceral or organ fat. If you've got a visceral fat rating of 14, 15, 16, it's too high. You want that to be 12 or lower. If you're a sports person, it's going to be 8 or lower. Athletes tend to be around a visceral fat of 4 or lower. Now, you don't have to get there. What you should do is if you're only 5'10" and you already weigh 180 pounds, and I'm being conservative there, you're overweight, okay? You're predisposed to musculoskeletal diseases or injury. You're predisposed to type 2 diabetes. You're predisposed to coronary heart disease, anxiety, depression, a multitude of other illnesses and diseases. So do what you can. Don't rush it, you know. If you're carrying, 28, 2 stone, 42, 3 stone pounds of excess weight, give yourself a year, even a year and a half, but start tomorrow, okay? If it's midnight now, start tomorrow. If it's the morning, start today. So what I would suggest, if that's your target, gents, okay, and ladies in here somewhere, yeah, it's not impossible, it is achievable. It's just unlikely because there are so many factors you've got to take into account. And that is separate from the factors of other people getting in your way. People that don't want you to lose weight. People that don't want you to get healthier and fitter, excuse me. There's always something getting in your way. But the first person to get in your way is you. Yep, okay, here we are now, mid-June. We've got probably till the end of September where you can walk around half-dressed. Keep something on, yeah? You want to look better, feel better? Sleep, nutrition, exercise, in that order. Track your progress and feel free to ask me any questions. How to reduce your abdominal or your belly fat. I say get it strong first. Get it strong, stand taller, feel good, and eventually, it's a matter of opinion, you'll start to look good. My name's Tristan Lowe. The podcast is Health No Filter. I'm available on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, LinkedIn, all the socials. Fast approaching 100 episodes. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.